who's just finished up 3 months of training with us. So I'm hoping, Matt, you'll take a minute and kind of share with us what your experience was like and your results, because I know you had some fantastic results.
Well, I gotta say, I picked the worst time ever to do this, just to let everybody know. It's been a very um in my life, just a very crazy amount of time. But I made the decision to do it because I had to make the decision to do it for multiple reasons. One, I wanted to lose weight. One, I needed to get just healthier with my blood pressure and everything else. So mental clarity, all that jazz. So in the beginning, it was very clear. I just had to make a decision. This is what I'm going to do. This is my focal point. Everything else around it has to be the haze, and this is what I focus on. And I think it's that way in everything in life. But I made it a focus and said, okay, I'm going to figure out my meal prep. I'm going to figure out, what I can make that is going to be, because I don't cook. Yes, everybody here in my house, I don't cook. I barbecue burgers and, brats and things, but I'm not really a cook. But I did learn how to cook a little bit, which was fun and in itself. So I had challenges on all sorts of different levels just because of that. But no, it was a great experience. I loved every minute of it. I loved the fact that I had someone to be held accountable to in my own mind, because you don't have to do it, but in my mind, I just said, oh man, I got to make sure I do my 3 workouts every week, and I got to make sure I do my prep, because I got to answer to Bret. And it was just in my mind that it's kind of a mind game, and I did it. I played it, and there were times once in a while I might have, I didn't eat what I was supposed to eat, or I didn't. I did get my routines in every week, but maybe I didn't eat the right foods, or there was a day that I did cheat on a meal, but it was immediate. I've got my prep, boom, right back on the wagon, get back to it. And my results, my goal was to lose 20 pounds. I lost 10 pounds. But my tone, my definition, my strength is the big part. I lost a lot of my shoulder strength over the years. I used to frame homes, and my shoulders were a lot larger and had a lot more muscle mass on my shoulders. And at 54 years old, I've lost a lot of that strength. But with the 30-minute workouts, just 3 days a week, I did step it up there for a minute, and I did 5 a week for a couple of weeks, and then I went, oh wait a minute, that's too much for my body, and I wasn't getting the results I wanted, so I backed it to 3. We talked about that, and you helped me through that, and said maybe you're doing too much, and so went back down to 3. And you know what? 3 was perfect. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Sometimes couldn't get it on Saturday to Sunday. Had my rest. The rest was important. Getting enough sleep was huge for me. But then what I saw was, by just those 30-minute workouts, number one, they kicked my butt. And just, they were really good. So I would encourage everyone that is, thinking about this program, just dive into those. Just start on number one. I put a calendar up on the wall, and my goal was Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, pick your day. And then I just wrote it up there. Video number 1, video number 2. And I just kept track, because you kind of lose track of which video you're on if you don't. And so I kind of came up, and that was kind of a goal of mine. I only got 2 in. I've got to get the 3rd one in. And it really helped me to stay focused on it. And so I stayed focused on that. I stayed focused on my meal prep. And the results that I saw was 10 pounds in weight loss, muscle definition, strength, in that I could maybe do, I don't know, 3 diamond push-ups, and I could do 15. And back to back with diamond push-ups, regular push-ups, I could do another 15. And then wide push-ups, I couldn't do 1. My left shoulder hurt so bad. Just, if anybody's struggling with pain and whatnot, you'll get through it. Just push through it, because I couldn't do 1 wide push-up because of my left shoulder. And by the end of it, I could do 10 wide push-ups right after I do 15 diamond, 15 push-ups, and then 10 in the routine that you do. And so my strength is there. The bench dips, I think I could do maybe 3. And now I can pump out 15 in the amount of time that you have to do it in the workout.
That's awesome.
So the strength of my chest, my shoulders, the pain, the just the daily pain, waking up every morning, my shoulders hurting, that's gone. So, if people are struggling with, wake up in the morning having aches and pains, do those workouts. The different things that you do, just, and I did, when I first started, could I do, all the push-ups? No, I just did as many as I could. So it was really, what I want to say, rewarding to look back on the calendar and say, hey, I did 3 every single week.
And you're a busy person. You found time.
Yeah, I made time. It wasn't finding. It was my family is here. We're all getting ready to watch a movie. They're coming over to eat dinner. And I just said, hey guys, I'm going back here to work out. And I'd go back into the gym and I'd go hit the gym and work out. So you got to really you don't need your family on board, by the way. You just tell them what you're doing and just go do it. And pretty soon what they see is the consistency, and then they start to look at you differently and go, oh yeah, Dad's going to do his workout. Oh yeah, well, he's just got to do that, and then he'll be done, he'll take a quick shower, and then he'll join us. That's just the way it is in my house. And I've told them all, I want to live to 100 years old, and I want to be healthy at 100. And this is how I do it. So anyway, those are some of my results.
Now, the meal plans gave you a lot of flexibility. Did you enjoy that flexibility to be able to have fruits and potatoes and things like that?
So the biggest struggle for me was eating that much food, because we talked about it. I was doing the keto, the healthy keto with intermittent fasting, and so to go from that to 5 times a day I'm going to eat, what? It was kind of like, oh, I got to figure this one out. It took me the first week. The first week on the program is the week that I made that decision and made the transition. I wasn't perfect the first week, but that Sunday is when I figured it out. But yes, I actually took I'll have it over here, but I took it, I printed it out, and I said, what do I like? I just kind of looked at it and went, what do I like? And I just found those things that I liked in there, and then figured out where I could plug it in. And then I just made that my everyday. I made it simple. Like, I don't need to change my food constantly. And if you're someone who doesn't like to have the same thing all the time, obviously there's so many options in that meal plan. You can totally, and if you can cook, and I can't cook. So, I'm making chicken fried rice. That was a great one for me. I made chicken, salmon, and I just made it consistent, made it steady. And if you look at it and you say, what can I do to simplify my life and be healthy? Just look at this meal plan, pick out the few things that you like, and keep it easy, keep it simple. And don't try to overcomplicate it with all these fantastic meals. Man, I was making 3 scrambled eggs in the morning, a couple pieces of the little turkey sausages, and a little bit of potatoes. Now, the potatoes was different for me. I'd add the potatoes because that wasn't something I was used to. But it changed the whole game plan. Like, it just turned on my burning, my weight loss. And then, the yogurt with the fruit. And then for lunch, I had chicken with rice. And then the afternoon snack was cottage cheese and shredded, what are those little beets, the little pickled beets on it? Lots of pickled beets. And then in the evening time, it was chicken or salmon with a big salad with some balsamic vinaigrette. Once in a while, I'd sprinkle a little cheese on there just to, spice it up a bit. But avocado, tons of avocado. And so that was my daily routine. Everybody asks me what I do, all my friends and family, and I just tell them, this is what I do. I keep it simple.
You did amazing. The big body transformation and recomposition is incredible. And without restricting the diet and having to give up the foods you love, and it fit your family, if I understand right.
It really did. And you know what? The other thing that I haven't mentioned is my blood pressure. So when I first started this program, my blood pressure, it was in the 130 over 70, 138 over 75, somewhere around in that range. And now my blood pressure's, 118 over 55, and my heart rate's, 45 beats a minute in the evening time, relaxing. In the morning, my blood pressure is 128 over like 70. And again, 49, 50 beats a minute. So my blood pressure is a huge thing for me, because I hate the fact that my doctor wanted to put me on a blood pressure pill, and I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to continue to do it. So that was a huge thing for me, was my blood pressure. The other thing I didn't mention was my total body fat. So I have one of those scales, you can stand on, do your body fat, and I figured out the consistency. I figured out, depending upon the amount of water I drank and the food, where at what time of the day, blah blah blah. So I just was consistent on the day that I checked my body fat, my weight and all that. So I just made sure I kind of, the day before, drank the same amount of water, blah, blah, blah. So I went from almost 25% body fat, 24.4, I think it was when I started, down to 19% body fat. So I lost about 5% body fat. So I converted fat to muscle. So I didn't lose the 20 that I wanted to, but I know I lost more than 10 pounds of fat.
Yeah, that's an important thing.
So yeah, and I think even a better indicator, than the blood pressure and it's just, I don't have the aches and pains. I just feel better. So for anyone thinking about this program, thinking about, should I not, dive in, because you know what? In 12 weeks, worst case scenario, you're going to feel better. And what's that worth? After my exercise, that 30-minute workout, a lot of people think, I got to work out for an hour and a half or 2 hours. They got to do all this cardio and stuff. I actually was doing that. I was on a treadmill for an hour at 4 miles an hour, walking every single night. My blood pressure wasn't coming down. It wasn't coming down. My weight loss wasn't coming off. It was only when I changed my meal plan and I did this exercise program that the weight came off and my blood pressure got better. I'm 100% believer in this program.
Awesome. I appreciate it. You've been great to work with, and hopefully we'll discuss, you can continue on with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.